In addition to sales training provided to members and guests through Bold Networking every Tuesday afternoon from 3 to 5 Central Time, we also have a weekly training topic. And this week's training topic, like no different, is designed to have you excel at networking, excel at sales, and elevate yourself as a leader. And the topic is your prospecting message, also known as your 60-second commercial. So, what is the purpose of your prospecting message anyway, in general, and then more specifically in a networking event? And a lot of people say, well, it's to tell people what I do, or it's to a lot of different things. And sometimes it sounds more like show up and throw up. So for me, the purpose of the prospecting message is really simple. I want to sort prospects from those that aren't prospects. And then secondly, I want to start a conversation with those who are. If they say, yeah, I have those problems, I say, would it be worth a conversation? The other purpose in the networking environment is hopefully to inspire our teammates to go hunt for us. They have to know things like who we're hunting, what problems we solve, what pleasures do we provide, or personal emotional needs we solve. And then I find the best way to cement that oftentimes is with a story. So this week's topic comes with the training worksheet, and it's a template. And what I'm hoping you'll do today is go down through the template, compose your message, and then over the coming week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, month, continue to refine your message and master it so that you could change out what I call the personal emotional need statements depending on the prospects, or substitute a story for a different audience that you're speaking with. So as you're thinking about your prospecting message, I want to give you a couple of the other ideas. So what makes for a really good prospecting message? And on the other hand, what makes for one that's junky? So as we talk about that, things that I found that make a prospecting message junky are winging it, not really connecting with your audience or considering what might compel them to either pay attention, start a conversation, or start to think of the folks that they know who might be a good introduction for you. Or if nothing else, remember some of the problems you solve, so that when they run into your ideal prospect out in the general public, they go, oh, wait a second, I've got somebody that handles that specific problem. So that's what a good message hopefully will do for you. Now, a poor message, and you've probably heard some of these in the past. One I have is the Heisman, where you tell them too much information too soon and they go, hey, got somebody for that. For example, if I say, hey, I'm a real estate agent. Oop, I got somebody. I got a neighbor, a cousin, an uncle, an aunt, a brother, second, twice removed, next door neighbor that used to live next to him, but now lives in Tuscaloosa. Is a real, right? So I get the Heisman because I've given them too much information. Or life insurance. Hey, don't want to talk about it. Got somebody. Right? The reality is they probably don't have anybody, but we've given them so much information in our prospecting messages that they stop. So I typically don't talk about things that are going to turn off my prospect instantly. Normally, according to the template here, I just go first name, the general audience that I serve, and then the problems that I solve. And then the wrapper around the end of that is the maybe a story, an ideal client, something like that to help cement it. So if you'll consider it, what kind of things would you want to leave out? So let me give you a little list, and some of it was in on the training topic online at boldnetworking.com. But I'm going to leave out stuff. Do they care how long you've been in business? Probably not. Do they care that you care about customer service? Well, they probably assume you care or you wouldn't be in business. Do they care your features and benefits, or you're the best, or you're the greatest, or you're the first to market? They really don't care about all that stuff. Other things I find that turn them off are talking about them specifically. For example, if I say, if you think you need this, let's talk. Instead, especially in the networking environment, I'm going to say, hey, if you come across somebody out there that may be having these challenges, that would be an introduction. So I don't make it about them specifically. Other things I leave out are things like cheapest, good value, all those kind of things. Because ultimately what I found is people only care about the problems that you could solve for them. They're tuned into a radio station I call With Them, or What's in It for Me. Right? So that's a training topic for this week. I hope you'll go through the worksheet, craft your own template, and then build your commercial, refine it, master it. If you want to send it over to me here at rj@boldnetworking.com, I'm happy to review it, give you some feedback or some ideas. I don't have the only version. There's no silver bullet in commercials. and that'll likely change over time. So if you'd like me to review it, happy to do that for you. But email it over if you will. I'll take a look, and hopefully you've enjoyed the training topics this week, and we'll really invest the time to hammer, because this is a critical piece to your entire prospecting, marketing, and sales message. And even to some degree, your leadership message if you're building a team or leading a group of